Over the last few weeks, quite a lot has been happening for us as a family. A couple of weeks ago, we took our youngest daughter Maisie to university, chucked all her stuff in the car, never knew that she had so much stuff. I drove up to Southampton, put it to her room, went shopping, bought her some food, did all the usual things you do when you take your kids to university. And then the week after, so a week ago, a friend of mine, we did a sponsored walk for charity. We walked 27 miles. And that was a big deal. It was a big day. It's a long way. I'm still aching now. And then this week I've come to a place called the Scargill community. Some of you may know that our friend Peter Murch has been here for the last couple of months, and I've travelled up to the Lake District to visit him and to experience something of life within this community. It's been a great time. But what I was thinking as I was preparing this little welcome this morning was that much as I'm sure you find my life fascinating, actually, if I'm honest, I want to know what's going on in your life. And perhaps more importantly, I want us to be able to share the ways in which we're encountering God through those everyday experiences of life. You see, for me, as I think about Maisie going away to university, it's really been a time of reflection. A time to look back and consider what I've been like as a parent, what I should be like as a parent. A time to pray particularly for her, that she'll have a great time at uni, that God will keep her safe, and she'll achieve so much in her life as she moves forward in her chosen career as a nurse. I think about the walk that I did with my friend, and whilst my friend is a non-Christian, there was still that moment before we set off where I just said to him, do you mind if we pray? And we prayed together. We prayed just a simple prayer, really, that we'd make it through the 27 miles, we wouldn't suffer any injuries, and we'd have a great time, which indeed we did. And then here at the Scargill community, I've seen firsthand the way in which, particularly with prayer, that God meets with us where we're at. Prayer is an integral part of what goes on here. Multiple times throughout the day we stop and we take that time out to just be in that presence of God, to allow him to speak to us, or just allow ourselves that time to reflect. So I wonder what it is for you. I wonder what your story is of how God meets you in your everyday. We often just have those moments, don't we, where whether it be something that's going on in life, whether it be something that we've perhaps even not seen coming, but we have those moments where we feel particularly close to God. We'd love to hear some of those, if that's your experience. For some of you maybe watching these videos, that's not been your experience. Maybe you've never had that time where you've felt that closeness of God. And I'd just like to extend an invitation to you today, as I'm here in a Christian community, taking some time out from the busyness of life to encounter God. I'd like to offer that invitation to you and just invite you to maybe this week, if that's you, just to stop, to briefly pause, to either in your thoughts or through spoken word, just ask God, just tell him the things you want, tell him that you'd like to experience him, and see what happens, see how you can feel his presence this week. So thanks for taking the time as always to watch these little videos that we put together. As I say, I'm away this week. I travel back on Tuesday, a particularly long drive, but hopefully I'll be back with you again very soon. Have a great week, and if in any way you've encountered God, just drop us a line, let us know. We'd love to hear about you instead of you just hearing about me. So have a great week. Thanks very much.